hopping through reeds, guiding chicks to float and flutter, and soaring high in the sky. It's the best time of the year to observe migratory birds in Wuhan.
Here I am in the Chenghu Lake Wetland Nature Reserve in Wuhan. Known as the city of rivers and lakes, Wuhan sits at the confluence of China's longest river, the Yangtze, and its longest tributary, the Han River, boasting a vast expanse of wetlands.
Wuhan boasts over 162,000 hectares of wetlands, accounting for 18.9% of its total area. Fertile wetlands here are home to more than 400 wild animal species and over 400 plant species, making it a popular observing spot for bird lovers. Wetlands here also provide migratory birds with a sustainable environment, a comprehensive food chain, and conditions necessary to thrive, making it a paradise for migratory birds.
And here we come to a crossroads. Behind me we can see a sign, and over there we can see wetland plank road and bird watching tower, as well as a wood path. And on this way later we can see a small and micro wetland, a bird watching corridor, as well as Qihao bird watching station. Along the way to sightseeing, we can also see here some of the interactive installation here, and on it we can see there are patterns of different kinds of birds. These are quite interesting. We can enjoy the beautiful view there and also learn more about birds. And behind me is a bird watching tower. Later we will ascend to the tower and get an overview of the Chenghu Lake. On the bird watching tower here, they also equipped with some telescopes, and we can watch birds from here.
Wuhan is the world's first wetland city with a population of over 10 million. The megacity is the key point along the East Asian Australasian Flyway, the world's greatest flyway for migratory birds. At its peak, the Chenghu Lake accommodates nearly 100,000 migratory birds. However, Wuhan's lake areas have shrunk considerably in the last century, encroached first by drought and land reclamation for farming, and then by real estate development. The trend reversed after the Wuhan government passed a slew of legislation and policies to protect wetlands in the 2000s, eventually stabilizing the city's wetland area amid rapid economic growth.
从70年代初，就周边群众就在这个湖区开始围垦，种植、养殖、发展生产。那么从2017年开始，随着这个经济社会的发展和群众保护意识的提高，那么我们最后就实施了城湖的退养还湖还湿，让城湖得以休养生息，得以逐步的生态得到一个很好的恢复。那么最明显的就是来这里栖息的鸟类和野生动物的种类就有明显的增加。
Between 2017 and 2021, Wuhan invested 965 million yuan in wetland protection and returned 7,000 hectares of fish ponds and farmlands to wetlands. Now, Wuhan is holding the 14th meeting of the Conference of the Contracting Parties to the Ramsar Convention on Wetlands. It's the first time such a meeting is held in China. This has become a testament to Wuhan's efforts in protecting its diversified ecological landscape.
I absolutely feel that China has made great strides in wetland conservation, and my first time coming to Wuhan was over 30 years ago. So I've seen with my own eyes that in the last 20, 30 years, the Chinese government attitude toward nature conservation had a large change. There are often some difficult trade-offs between people's legitimate development needs and the survival of these important ecosystems that we all depend on. I think one lesson for other countries is that China has an understanding that sometimes it's necessary to make investments in infrastructure and conservation in order to protect the life support systems for all people. Nature does not recognize national borders, so I think protecting the environment should be one of the first places where people from all countries can collaborate and find agreement.
China has designated 64 wetlands of international importance and set up more than 600 wetland nature reserves and some 1,600 wetland parks. Wuhan is just one example reflecting China's efforts in conserving wetlands. The country has made steady progress in wetland conservation over the past decades, with an improving wetland ecosystem, the establishment of wetland nature reserves, and a new law on wetland protection, all for pursuing a harmonious coexistence between humanity and nature.